the music's not too loud. I don't really want to have to get up. Excuse me. Am I in view? Kind of. There we go. I'm a little bit in view. Okay. Hey, how are you? How's your weekend been? This is gonna be little hospital. You were in the hospital? Or a children's hospital? This is so tight. Welcome everyone coming in. Oh. Okay. No children. Oh, okay. So you were in the hospital. Oh. I'm sorry. Let me slide over a little more. Oh, okay. Sorry, then I must have misunderstood in some kind of way. Welcome, all three in here. Anyone else that happens to come in periodically. We're going to just chill. I just want to be more of a relaxed setting tonight. I'm going to pull some oracles here on your stalker who may be watching you and or surrounding you. And then we're going to go into the tarot here. If anyone's interested in asking a question here, questions tonight are $10. The PayPal is TAK317 and the PayPal is at the Aries knowing. Hi, how are you? I'm actually going to see if I can comment that in here. See if it will allow me. How's your weekend going? Okay. And then hey, Gran, thank you. Appreciate you. And then I need to just slide back. Okay, cool. It did it. First, everyone doing a snow, etc. Okay, so it's $10 a question, and then if you would like for me to pull an oracle on you, or if you want to have a message from your person or the strongest person connected to you, all that stuff, anything that would involve an oracle card, is donation only. Anything with the tarot here is a question, so that'll be $10. My phone's probably gonna ding here because I have to re-log in. I'm gonna make sure I stay in frame, make sure I can see all the messages. We're gonna start with air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Sorry if you guys hear my cats. It's mating season and I'm keeping them separate, and the boys don't like it too much. So they're wailing at the door wanting to come in here because the female's in here. Gemini, Libra. What's the energy around the person? This is someone who's definitely gone through a rough time. This person whose energy is attached to you, someone who's concerned, looking in on you, your stalker, however you want to put it. They've gone through a tough time, but they are, you know, on their way out. They've learned a lot. They're kind of learning how to use their voice and speak for themselves here. It's been difficult, but they're finally finding balance here. Even though things have kind of been kind of slow around them, not a lot has been happening, they've been able to kind of withstand, and it's like they're almost through, you know, almost like going through their own awakening where they had to realize what life was like, who people really are, just about themselves, those kind of things, but they didn't give up. What did they watch? What did they watch? I sense they're a little bit lonely, but doing okay. They kind of want to clear the air with you, maybe start over if there's been any kind of bad energy. They think that you are a very authentic person, so I think they are ready to be genuine with you as well. If there was anything in their life that was kind of clouding it before, I think they are ready to kind of be honest and put that to bed, kind of clear that out of their lives. They're very focused about what it is they want. They understand themselves better. Again, they're going to be better at communicating here with you. So this is why they're watching you. I think they're kind of drawn to you because you're very genuine. They really want to clear the air. So there's something that they want to say. Let me see here. Why are they coming forward yet? Why are they not coming forward at this time? I feel like it's in due time. A lot of things have changed. Things in life have kind of set up where you all are kind of different from each other, but they feel like as soon as it's time, or once it is time, once things kind of clear up, I'm getting here, they do kind of want to reach out. They're not in the mood for arguing though. They do feel like maybe they made you feel a little bit exposed and alone, that people around you didn't really support you, and maybe were kind of after you, trying to maybe beat you down, and they don't want you to think that that's them, even if it was them in the past at some point. They're really trying to focus on their future, and they're kind of stuck right now, so they are waiting on things to change in their lives, and there's a bunch of different things that have to get, you know, taken care of that makes them feel cornered. But they're kind of giving up on that. They're going to surrender at some point. You might feel that there's someone who you cannot trust, I feel. Let me see. I don't believe so, but are they in danger at all with this person? Is there any danger that occurs with this energy? None whatsoever. It's innocent. innocent can grow into something, especially if you all are compatible and things just kind of work out now. You're able to find balance within each other's lives. We do need to watch out for manipulation, because that energy is definitely still there, and it's going to take a minute to kind of compromise, because there's going to be certain areas where you just don't agree, but you have to dwell together. And we really have to make sure that we have a mental understanding and realizing that somebody, they're not one-sided, but they have very limited thinking. They feel like things should be a certain kind of way. Life is supposed to move along a certain type of path, and it almost restricts them a little bit. That's where they are mentally, and you have to have an understanding for that, you know. But other than that, I don't think there's any danger outside of them trying to manipulate and get you to conform to their views. Do they want to interact with this energy, or what's the energy around them interacting with the stalker? Yes, in due times. Certain times you'll get along better than others. It's a phase, but I think we're growing a foundation here together, realizing what makes the situation unique and where it kind of fits in your life at this point. Again, it's a balance at this point, and as long as we don't continue to reject each other or have any kind of issues, things will be fine. And then there's the energy of just surrendering, not really knowing where to move forward, but we do have to kind of clear the air, decide what the goal is and where we're going to focus, and where this friendship situation or relationship is going to go. Let me see. Let's see, air signs. How should you all take this energy? How should you all take this energy? I mean, it's a great start for a new beginning, so you should definitely feel motivated. I do know that you feel a little bit different, because there are still a lot of emotions, and they may not always be the same sometimes, but I think there's a lot of passion, and you can definitely build upon this. I feel it's definitely something that's a part of your path. Yeah, wait it out though. Wait till the energy kind of clears up, or until they feel ready and they kind of come towards you with this information. And then at that point, I do feel like it'll be kind of dreamy for you all with the stability. It'll be like a love story to begin with, maybe for some, or just a really nice situation. You may have a lot find out that you have a lot of common with them here. Maybe meditation and grounding is important. You're getting a lot of clearing of the air, clearing your energy. It's almost like you need to bond on a different type of energy this time. And what energy should they address then? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And what energy should they address? Yeah, just be fair. Focus. You may work with them. There's not much that you have, but it is about planning towards the future here. There's a lot of emotions there that you're aware of, that your third eye has been letting you know. You do feel like you're more aware than the people around you, and you know what's going on before them. But before they do, you already know where this is headed. It will be a difficult road, but it's all about the choices you make in the direction that you decide to take. Come from a grounded area. Yep, again, part of the plan. Make sure you understand the mission. That's how you address them. Don't get too attached. Don't try to throw off the balance of things. If it's about work, make sure we focus on work. If it's about a relationship, make sure we focus on where it's headed. Despite the drama that's going on, are there issues? What's the goal? How do we get there? And just be very level-headed. There are emotions that are there that need to be controlled a little bit more, though. So be mindful of that. Yeah, just stay grounded in your morals. Especially if there's a little bit of resistance, make sure that you stand your ground. If you're not able to kind of move ahead, make sure that you speak how you feel about the situation and see if you can find a common ground. But at the same time, do not allow yourself to feel exposed, you know. to where people are coming in and just taking everything from you. Make sure that it's something that you are comfortable with, something that is real, even if it gets difficult here, because there is some energy here for people who may get upset, but I think you're overcoming them. Yeah, they get emotional here. I feel like you're protected, and you need to make sure that whatever you do is in line with how you want to grow. So there's no protection other than using your voice. Even if it gets difficult. Again, they have very limited thinking. No energy. What you mean? Did you change your picture? Yeah, you did. There's a lot of chaos and things going on, but as long as you remain true and go after things that it is you want, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you'll be fine. You'll still grow. You won't be a part of the complicated scenarios. Low energy. No, just a little quiet. Where's my pen? All right, we're going to go into water signs. How's the weather? What time is it where you are? Okay. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your stalker. What is the energy of their stalker? Who are they? What is their energy? I probably will say energy a lot because these are the empathic oracle cards. So it's about energy that you pick up from others. It's definitely someone that complicates how you feel. A lot of emotions. It's a phase that you all are going through where there could be tears, but there's a lot of love here. Moving on really fast. Someone, because they are emotionally distraught, has decided to pick and choose their battles and really trust their gut as far as how they want to move forward. I think where they see what's ahead is kind of like boring to them. A lot of manipulation and things going on maybe at this point, and I think someone's just getting bored. Yeah. Knowing there's a lot of obstacles to get to the dream that you want in life, some of the magic that you're seeing in the world that you want to be a part of, you're seeing that it's going to be kind of difficult to get there, so you're almost overthinking here. Feeling like you're the only person around you that sees it this way or views it this way. We live. Hey, King, how are you? And hey, Foxy Dre. 2:34 a.m. Where are you at? Oh. I'm doing good. Just relaxing. How was your weekend? Oh. Why are they watching? Oh. They're watching because something about you has changed. I don't know if they've expected more, but something has changed. Either you have changed in their eyes or they have changed in your eyes, but it's like it's really dry here. They're starting to see you for who you really are here. In a certain way, how you are a help to them, a hero to them here. They're protecting themselves from you right now here. They want to stay present and in charge of their own growth. They do have their own goals, and they're trying to remain focused here. Yeah, really trying to build their own confidence here, I'm feeling. They're still worried. It's hard. They definitely overthink that here. Oh, yeah. Because even when they have an idea, there's all these other possibilities that they could come up with here. So I think right now they're just trying to create a stable foundation. Trying to know self. Pretty good. Pretty good. Didn't do too much. No, they're not dangerous, but they're emotional. Again, very much so in their head. High imagination, but they're just emotional. Nothing to fear with this person. Let's see. Do they interact with them? Do they interact with this individual? Absolutely. There's a foundation here. Definitely at high points in life, or when the energy between you all is really hot. This could be arguments or it could be passion. I do feel like there's a lot of gaslighting, and definitely needing to clear the energy after being around each other. It's difficult to love each other here, but you are building towards something. So your stalker could be somebody very close to you. That even though maybe you're feeling a little bit out right now, I think you should take this reading at letting you know that there is some happiness coming here towards you, possibly around the spring. There are a lot of things going on right now, but your path is guided. So even though things may not be making sense and you may be looking around like it's just crazy at this point, understand that even the obstacle that you're facing, as long as you focus, you're going to overcome them. You do have a light or someone that is protecting you. There are people who like to come and try to get you upset, make you emotional here. But those are the times where you really just have to stand in your truth and not even really fight against them. Yeah, don't fight with them. You're focused on the future here. Especially if you have to deal with them more. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to fight with you. I'm just going to make sure the common goal gets done. Just try to work with you. But yeah, definitely not holding any grudges. Definitely not giving them too much of your energy. That fire that they like to take out of you when they try to increase your emotions or kind of stress you out. Guidance around protecting themselves, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, just remain balanced. Go where you're happy at. Keep finding yourself and little joys in life. There's things that are manifesting around you here that are going to make you very happy, but the thing is, it's not going to be easy. So just make sure that you stand strong through this time, but you'll graduate here soon. Even if you seem like things are stuck or things are not moving forward here for you, all you have to do is think your way out of it, and you can do so with a clear mind. But if you're overthinking it and getting highly emotional, it's not likely that you'll be successful at it. So make sure you keep your mind clear. Appreciate all 7 of you guys in here. Okay, I see you said you're in the UK. I'm in the US, of course, in Michigan, and it's 9:40 p.m. here. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you guys are next. Your stalker. How is the weather down under? King. No, it's not blood, it's coke. Yeah. How is it over there? You guys pretty safe? You said enough with that. I'd be like, take me in the house. Freezing. It's cold here too. I'm so ready I'll settle for spring for a little bit. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Figured I'd get on early too. I'm like super late. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Who are they? What is their energy? The stalkers for earth signs. They're a genuine person here. They're not who you would think they are. They don't try to pretend to be anything. So they're not going to try to say, oh, I make this much money and try to showboat. They are who they are. So if that's what you expect out of them, you're going to be disappointed. Bring it down some. They're just a regular person and they're true in who they are. Why are they watching? Why are they watching our earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I think they think you're beautiful and also quite lonely, but they feel that you have a strong mind. They think that you have dreams and aspirations in life, that you look a little bit deeper and farther. Let me see. I want they come forward. I want they come forward. They've had some difficulty here. Difficulty expressing how they feel. I do think they are building up courage here, especially when there's something that they want. So that's when it kind of changes. Not dangerous at all. Not in danger at all. If anything, they wish to protect you. So this is like an admirer, like someone who admires you. Let's see if they interact with him. No. There's some energy around that. There's about standing in somebody's truth, but there's about some kind of resistance or some kind of forces that kind of get in the way. What does this mean? Yeah, they're just trying to stay focused right now. They know that you're focused. There's a heavy attraction. Even though they feel like it'll be impossible to get to know you or to be around you, this is something that they're going to be determined to do so here, possibly around the spring months. And they're just kind of getting things together right now here. But they are being told, I don't know if they're tricking themselves or other people are telling them that they don't have a chance. There's a lot going on right now. We'll see. They say you're a very down-to-earth person here, good for the earth signs. Wishmaker. Good for the earth signs here, that maybe they're going to be too much, but it's like, I'm not what you think. Let me see. Did they interact with them? Do our earth signs interact with their stalker at all? Do they interact with their stalker at all? Not too much. You guys can be in different areas. If you work together, different departments, if you live together, not live together, but in the same like area, you're always like passing each other. It will be a difficult new beginning, but because someone likes you, they'll go through phases where you will see them more, phases where you don't, until they absolutely get you, until you all are able to talk, or until they finally introduce themselves or say something to you. But it's just something that they'll be able to speak about later. Once you all are happy together, like, you didn't know I was watching you and I liked you. I was just waiting on the right moment, the right time. Yeah. Are you a Taurus somewhere? Let's see. How should I take this energy? How should our earth signs take this energy? How should our earth signs take this? Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, stay focused. Don't get distracted by this. You know, difficult. You have other things going on in your life right now that you kind of need to focus on, and what direction you want to take your life right now. And things are getting a little bit harder, so you need to make sure that you're very focused, very grounded, especially if you're unsure. At the end of the day, just always be yourself. Stand for what it is you believe in. If you get emotional, if you feel a certain kind of way, don't be afraid to let it out. I'm not saying spaz out, but you know, if you need to, do it in private by yourself, and then go talk clear-headed to someone. How do they address this energy? How do they address their stalker? How do our earth signs fulfill Capricorn address? You know, you're a strong person, so just make sure no matter what, you continue to be yourself. You continue to be yourself. You continue to use your voice and to remain strong through the different phases that you go through in life here. Even when it seems like you're stuck, use it as a chance to manifest for the future or for the upcoming seasons. Something like that. But allow yourself to grieve and go through the motions, so that way when you see this individual, you're able to be open and authentic with them, because that's the kind of person they are. Now, I'm not going to say they're the kind of people that you meet and they just start telling you everything that they've gone through in life, but once you all start getting closer, they are going to be someone who's going to share things with you. And I think they want that in return, and you'll be used to it and able to communicate it if you just kind of focus on yourself and keep growing. Don't let what I'm saying or about this person watching you distract you. Don't start looking for them, you know? Just keep going with life. He's not. Hopefully he comes in. I believe he saw the post. Then I was live. I posted that. Okay. Protection. Any protection needed towards the situation? Towards the stalkers, or any protection that is needed towards your stalker? And what guidance? Yeah, none at all. Same thing with it. Yeah, none at all. Just pick which direction you want to go in life, and don't create any kind of resistance. If someone wants to get to know you and you're interested here, don't box yourself in as to why things can't work, or thinking that, maybe this person is just kind of too much for me. Maybe I'm not on their level, or maybe they're not on my level. Don't put them up on a pedestal that they didn't ask to be on. And don't tell them who they are. You just stay focused, surrender to any kind of rejection. Let love kind of come in and get to know other people. But it is going to take you being able to be vulnerable. So definitely make sure you stay focused, continue to heal, and deal with your own true emotions, so you're more evolved when you meet them. Dear God, I could. Okay. All right, we did earth signs. Let's go to fire signs. The fire sign stalkers. And then we gotta pick up some tarot. If we do anything about what's going on overseas, which, mind you, the reading I did, a lot is happening from that. I'm seeing it. But I think because of some of the stuff I was saying, or the names that we're saying, or maybe the title of the video, Instagram muted it, the whole video, both of them. So I'm going to have to talk like in code, like use the like R and U, if we do them. Okay, let's open up the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You understand? Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Who's the stalker for our fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is their energy? Who are they? Oh, I made this spread too. Someone who has a high sex drive for you here. Definitely know who they are. This is definitely someone from your past who has changed a little bit, who kind of feels like they want to fly in and be around you. They feel like you have high sex appeal. For the countries, you have a nice sex appeal. If you're feminine energy, it's like they can smell your pheromones, like you're very attracted to them. Vice versa if you're a male. But this is someone from your past who you've already dealt with. Maybe you left them in the past. It's like they're trying to catch up to you and to your energy. Why are they watching our fire signs? They haven't seen you in a long time. The weather's about to change. I think they have good energy of you in the springtime, but it was like, even if it is winter now where you are, it was like being around you was still like it was the summer. Yeah, we're gonna be speaking in code if we do any reviews on what's going on overseas with R and U. And there's been some updates. Why would they not come forward? Why would they not come forward? I think it's all about timing. They want to make sure it's a safe space, and I don't think they know where to begin. A lot has happened here, so they feel like in the future you all will meet up, so they're just trying to really focus on where they are. they do have this energy of wanting to come in and save you and or be a hero. I think in a lot of ways you could have been that to them at the same time, but they still have to get some things together in their lives. They still have people either after them. You could also feel that they are after you in a sense, and you may not trust them. You know, that you feel that you know when you see them already. So that's why they won't come forward. Are they dangerous at all to the fire signs? Is the fire sign stalkers dangerous to them? No, I don't think they are. It's just all about deciding which direction you all want to take and how you want to grow together, if you all are going to get together in the same phase and or level in life to be able to work together. You do. Again, maybe in the summer months, the spring months, around times when you would be happy, but this person is a manipulator. They like to play on your emotions to get you to work with them, and they create obstacles and a lot of stress, a lot of promised things that never get reached. Yes. This is something that's really going to cross your path in the future. So keep working on yourself, keep building your strength, your foundation, whatever it is you're trying to pour into right now. These are things that are going to take place in the future when you and this person have like a run-in. It'll be when life is a little bit more balanced. So just kind of understand that maybe the connection you have with them is a little bit special here, and that you might receive some kind of validation. But I don't think you need it in them, but you might be validated when this comes back around. And so, like, I know who I am, so of course you have to come back. Any protection for fire signs? Just try to steer clear of the drama here. Third-party situations, relationships. Don't get involved in anything. Make sure that you only focus on the connection that you have with that person and any foundation that you all are building together. But don't get into any kind of fights, especially if it's about other relationships, emotions being involved, blah, 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 blah. Focus on grounding. That's the guidance there. Those are the reads. Guys, this is so... And you know what I did? I did this so cute the other day where it was like that. Kind of. And I didn't do it like that today, but this is so tight. I'm still learning. Appreciate all 12 that stopped in. Google what in private? Oh, my phone's gonna die. I'm gonna have to hop off here. Hey Lee, how are you? How are you, sir? Show me to some tarot. How was your day? How was your weekend? What do you guys want to do? You want to do a personal type general spread for everyone else? For everyone in here? Or do you guys want to do like a love one? Or y'all just want me just to start shuffling and not do a spread at all? Love, personal growth, or just randomly pull and read? My sister's trying to be funny. Random, personal, yay. I like that too. And that's what I was kind of hoping. Okay. I'm gonna try to stay in the frame. I don't feel like doing off frame, and my table is just not the easiest needs to move around right now. I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So relax. And let's see. Random read, random personal read for the collective. This is not for any particular sign. It's just for all 13 that have stopped in. Anyone that comes in after the fact. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, could be someone else's messages, so let them receive it. Three of Swords did fall out, so I am seeing a lot of heartbreak right now, some kind of separation. They're $10 tonight. Some people could have broken up with a lover, or had an argument with someone that is close to them here. Do you feel like they think someone was just irresponsible? Somebody thinks somebody is irresponsible. That they should have been stronger than that. They should have trusted more in who they were. Someone's always held it down, and despite what has come out, they've always been honest. They've always taken their time not to rush, and this is causing a heartbreak that could make them want to walk away. They're unable to overcome this here. Cancer energy out. Somebody's in heavy thought, but not making a move towards the other person. Somebody said they needed a break, but somebody does want to reconcile with the situation. It's very painful, but they're still fighting for the relationship. You know, they're doing a lot of observing, waiting on the opportunity to come in and plead their case. But they have made a decision. They do want success and victory, but they don't want to play games. Nothing ever came about in that, fooling themselves into happiness. They want to listen to themselves when it comes to obtaining new things in life and building a foundation. And they want to be open to new opportunities and really being able to close out new cycles. It's like they're still open to you here, but there's a level in life they want to elevate to, and once they get to that point, then they want to come back and offer to you to move forward. They know that it could take some time and it's stressful because you're not happy with that, and that's why you or someone is telling someone no. It's just too much for them to handle, and they think that somebody can't balance in life. Definitely worried because they feel attached and are tied to this situation. They don't think it's ever going to be like everything they were expecting and are hoping to take place in the relationship. They don't think they're going to get it. They think they were fooled. Something that they wanted that just didn't happen. They didn't get that opportunity. It was something that they wanted and they did everything they could to get it, and it didn't serve their best benefits. Is that resonating for anybody? Give me something if it's resonating. Peace and not me to be the channel. Let me have some energy of the collective. No. I just typed you. Open me up. Stop it. What else? What else do we need to know? The energy in the room. It's like you're afraid to move forward. You're afraid to make a decision. There's a lot of views that you have about how it is you want to move forward here. Things that you kind of want to put an end to. But I think you're hesitant on moving forward. You just kind of want to make sure that things are fair before you start a journey again. You've really been taking time to kind of think about how you want your life to plan out. I do feel you're at a standstill with someone who is, if they're not providing for you or giving you what it is that you feel you need or valuing you in a relationship, it's almost like they're saying, do what I want to do, agree with me, come back to me, and then, things can pick up for you. Then I'll take care of you financially or take you out or care about your feelings. They're still trying to see, is there a way that they can bring you back into them? And they want to do that almost by starving you financially here. They do spy and watch on you. They're getting a lot of success right now in life, a lot of eyes on them, but yet they're free in spare time. They're keeping an eye on you, really not trusting what it is you're doing over there. Like, you are their empress. They could have an empress or have a child with someone else that is around them, but they are not faithful to that person. They don't know how they feel about that person. Yeah, they're not trying to move forward with them. Really taking a break, trying to think about what they're going to do. Like, should they offer this person this opportunity? I don't think that makes them happy. They're uncertain on how the relationship would be. And if it is really true love, it's more of a toxic situation here, Capricorn energy. But I do feel like a child possibly came out of this situation and it's overwhelming to them. What should their action be? Keep focusing on yourself. New goals, financial. If it's going back to school, trust your intuition. Don't be burdened by somebody else's stress. If this is someone that you're dealing with here, it's like you're not sure where to move or you can't take action towards them, but really you just need to focus on your own gains, getting your own life together here. It is not your problem. At the end of the day, once you take care of yourself, you don't have any other things you have to juggle. You don't have any extra additions to you. You don't have to give them any money. You don't have to ask them for anything. And they don't have to throw their little spare change at you, making it where you're unable to maintain. You've overcome that at this point. It was difficult and now it's over. So don't let anybody distract you. Make your decision and move on. If they proved themselves before in the past, this is why you decided to have a new start. Somebody may come in and decide that they want to try to reconcile here with you. That is completely up to you. But I think you should stay focused on your goals and they should get in where they fit in. So if it works out, yes, but don't let them bring stress to you because there is another woman or someone has another third party around that they're in some kind of commitment with, but they are not faithful to them. They may not be married, but they could have a child together. Be expecting one. And if none of those things, they're just showing that type of place in their life, like they're their woman or like they're in a relationship. If any of these resonate, let me know. What's the strongest energy right now in here? Common ground, strongest energy for the collective. People don't want to be confused anymore. It's like you're just saying no. If something is too confusing for you all, you're just saying no to it. You're going to go ahead and let go and move forward. Even if you don't hear anything back, you may never tell anyone how you feel. There could be some mental confusion and some sadness around it, but you're going to allow yourself to take it. You do need time to rest and heal, though, even though you've made a decision to turn or walk away from something. Yes, but it is over. There could be people trying to encourage you here, telling you that this is your calling or this is your soulmate or someone you really need to be with. You have to choose how you want your life to be. Don't give up. And you're like, you know what, I'm completely happy and I'm stable. I don't like the situation that I was in before or what I was faced with. I made a decision that this was not working out for me the way that I wanted to, and what they were offering wasn't what I was trying to build. So I calculated the loss and decided to go grow someplace else and find my own happy. Taurus energy, Scorpio energy here. Some Gemini is out here with the Lover's Death card. How are those, King? Do we like the random? We like them. Interesting. Because you were the one who told me to do the random personal reads. I want to know if you thought that you picked a good one. I kept saying, and you kept saying, is it resonating? Is it resonating? Is it resonating? And it was like crickets, crickets. So yeah, I called your name. We didn't ask for this. Let's do some quick messages. Let's do the hidden truth. Still random. Probably gonna go over them a little bit with the tarot. Messages from the person that you're thinking about or the person that is thinking about you. Not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes are windows to my soul. Please allow me to channel. Open me up to the energy of the collective. Collective in the line. Anyone that happens to come in after. Rewatch. What's the message from the person? Just thinking on them, the person they are thinking on. Person they are thinking on. What would they like to say? I can't stop thinking about you. So if you constantly got somebody on the brain, they're thinking about you as well. Good. My life is not as together as it may seem. The timing just wasn't right for us. We will be together again. I bury myself in work to forget you, and I'm afraid to contact you. To the tarot. This is a collective read, guys. They can't stop thinking about you. What's a good memory for them? What is something that they can't quite get over that's on their mind when it's concerning the collective? Good evening. Readings are $10. I did put it in there. I'll repost it, but the Cash App is TAK317 and PayPal is at the Aries Knowing. What is it they can't quite get over from the collective? If you were never really a priority, or if you felt like they were juggling, yeah, and it just couldn't keep up with daily life here. They think about the times when you were watching them, and that's kind of what led you to their decision. Maybe you decided that you couldn't be juggled anymore. That maybe this person had too much stuff going on in their lives. And you were starting to get a little bit suspect, like what is this other thing? How come I'm not getting the attention that I want? When it says their life is not as together as it may seem, they do have certain addictions or certain things that they rely on here. There's a lot. I want to say, I don't want to say they have something like a mental illness, but there is some confusion going on here. They do kind of lean on things when it gets heavy. They may like to drink, they may like to smoke or something of that nature. But I feel like when things get confusing for them, when they're not able to process things, there's something that they rely on here. It's something that they need to learn to say no to, so that way they can overcome it and only choose things that are good for them, that's going to better their lives, versus something that really pulls down their energy and actually makes them more confused. But they haven't been successful at being able to let go of that, and they really put in way too much time into it and too much money into it. Even when they're at work, they can barely focus sometimes because they're thinking about this addiction or this thing that they do that they don't like, or this confusion, not being able to figure it out. You know, they know that it's the cause of them losing a lot of relationships, or why people get upset with them sometimes. When it says that the timing just wasn't right for us, let's see. Teacher called you out. Yeah, they just feel like they weren't where they needed to be. Like, even if they had money or were doing all right, they still hadn't got to a point where they were settled, focusing in on building money, having some kind of safe foundation. They were still trying to figure out life, and with the wealth and the status that they had, like really what to do with it. It didn't make them happy here, and what they thought it was going to be, it just wasn't. So they ended up being disappointed. And if there was someone else that they were working with, and or if they were married at the time, even if it was you that they were in this relationship with, they didn't know how to take care of you. They had never done this before, and they feel like you hate them because of that, because you had everything that you needed to be happy and complete and satisfied with life, and to really graduate on to next levels in life and new enjoyment. But somebody thought they knew everything, but they weren't really ready for everything. They still didn't know how to be in a relationship or a commitment. And now we will be together again. What's the energy around this? We will be together again for the collective. What's the energy around we will be together again? Yeah, you know what? Let all this drama and stuff settle down one day. You know, it's caused a lot of heartbreak, but at some point we're going to have to just let go of what was done and dive into it. They do feel that the reason why they left and acted like they didn't care is because they weren't at a place where they could be where they could show their emotions in a way. They had to put on this hard kind of exterior and act like they didn't care and like they were angry. And they just walked away to just try to be honest, like, you know what, I'm not built for this anyway, because I can't love them, and they caused that heartbreak anyway. And it's going to take for them to want to admit it and try to correct that and show that they've had some guilt, and that may open up a wound again. They may apologize for what really separated you two from each other, and that what you had could have been really stable if only they had invested more, and if only they had made a decision that this was what they wanted here. And at the end of the day, because they didn't make a decision, they ended up getting pushed out in the cold, and it was harder out there for them than they thought. And you started focusing on other opportunities and not giving them any of your time. So when they come back, they are going to do a lot of apologizing, maybe trying to make up for that here. Only when they're ready. And if they're not ready for a commitment, I think they're going to be honest about that, but letting you know that they do wish to be in your life here. in some kind of way or capacity. Even if it's not a full blown relationship, there will be some way that you all will connect to hopefully get you all there. Now, when we have I am afraid to contact you, I'm afraid to contact you. What's the energy around that? I'm afraid to contact you. And they got a lot they want to say, but they feel like you're going to be upset with them. They feel like you're mad at them, and they know you have every right and reason to be, even though what has happened has already taken place, and you're in a state of releasing it, releasing the sadness. It still kind of took some glory. Like somebody looked like they wanted the attention more, they wanted to win more, and they had no love for that situation because they knew more. They felt like they were justified, but that somebody tried to pull a fast one, and maybe they felt like you didn't love them at all, or like they didn't love you at all. And they know that they caused some pain, and that's what helped you close out the cycle and really connect with other people. You know, you're very out in the open about how it is you feel, and how you're going to stand up for yourselves. And this person does want to come in because they do care, but I do feel that sometimes they can just be kind of mean, a little emotionless, and then they start to try to see how they can control the situation because they want to come in together, but there's other people that they like to see too as well. There's someone who doesn't really want to be tied down. At some point in the future, yes, they would like to, but they have to have their way at the same time. And that's what slows down this connection and you all moving forward. We will have no third party situation. So I'm going to walk away if you're not ready to give me what I feel that I'm deserved. I walk in the past. You weren't able to show up for me. And if you can't show up now after all this time, then no. Somebody's standing in their power and really putting their foot down and not going to allow themselves or allow, for example, if you're the woman and this is the man is not going to come in and just run this, and I'm just going to be here of service to him, doing everything he needs, making this a very stable home and a stable family, and he just gets to abuse his power and do whatever the heck he wants. It's not going to be like that. It's going to cause more losses for you, and you rather not put in time into a broken relationship. Oh, I hope that wasn't too fast. Clear the energy. Alrighty. How we doing? Any group questions for the collective? Anything you all want me to start putting on now? Or are we good with the random reads? Oh, oh, no. I'm sitting over here. I'm not full, but I definitely ate. I just feel like this air is trying to come back. Wow. When no one's saying anything. Yes, they are $10 a question. If you want a yes or no question or something like that, those are donation based only. So you can send a donation. The Cash App is TAK317, and the PayPal is at the Aries Knowing or the Aries Knowing at gmail.com. All right. We got some messages. Oh, we'll probably go back into these, not these, different ones a little bit later. I want to do my angel answers. Mm-mm-mm. Guys, please don't forget to like, or subscribe wherever you're watching it or following me from. If it's on Facebook, be sure to like the page and like the stream. YouTube, if it's even popping up on YouTube, subscribe, like the video. Haps, please subscribe to me as well. If you want me to see more readings and stuff that I do, where we kind of take the Aries knowing, etc. Yes, okay, great. The last one, it didn't show up too well. Great. Great, great, great. Last one didn't show up at all. I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes are the ones to my soul. Please allow me to channel. Open me up to the energy of the collective. We get for the collective energies. What's the messages we get for the collective? Oh, good. We get don't stop, success, a yes, and a let go. The situation will improve. So whatever it is you're going through, whatever your goal is, that you're kind of driving towards, it's saying do not stop. It will be a success. So this is when, especially wherever you are at, this is when you have to keep pushing. This is when you need to keep going because things are really about to take off in a very positive way for you, I feel. Good night. Don't stop. Yeah, you have to trust yourself and know that you're being guided. You are moving towards a place of having a lot of independence here. I feel like you've been focusing on your mishaps and how you haven't really been good with your finances or with business, jobs, whatever it is you've been working on. And I feel like it's just time for you not only to take action, because I feel like you're a good worker and you're dependable and you can be called on, you can do things quickly, but am I working smarter? Like, am I getting paid enough for the work that I'm doing? So I think you could realize that you cut yourself short because you've been running around, but really the job wasn't enough to sustain you or for you to manage. And sometimes it can get overwhelming and it's just not enough pay for it. So I think you're thinking about how you can be more stable. I do feel like even though it is not time yet, there are some things that still need to get worked out. There's some healing that needs to take place, some things in your life that need to kind of end before you begin this new cycle. It'll come in due timing. The success will come in due timing. Don't wait on it. Don't allow yourself to get upset and not knowing when it's going to happen and be that the reason that you give up or get mad at your goal either. It takes time and it takes proper planning here. But I think you are on a journey, so everything is not going to be revealed to you at once. But there are some endings that need to take place, and you need real, true supporters around you here. Ones who don't know whether or not what it is you're hoping for is ever going to come in for you just because it's not here right now. With a yes, again, there are people who are watching you, keeping an eye on what it is that you're doing. You don't like them at all. You despise them. You know they're watching you. You just try to ignore it, but you know there's going to be some reason that this person is going to try to come back in and talk to you because they've done it time before in the past and have caused issues. And I feel like you tried to be very genuine with them, nice with them, friendly at the same time, but they're just a snake through and through, and there is no working with them. All they're after is the money, you know? And I think you're getting tired of giving to them. You're getting tired of participating here with them. So I think there will be a decision made that's going to make you very happy, and it's going to be a brand new start for you, and it's going to be more balanced and a fair situation here. Because I do think that where you've been at now just hasn't been what you have deserved. I feel like you've been kind of holding it back in, not knowing when the cycle was going to be over, and now it's just time to move out of that storm. A lot has happened. When we have the let go here, what they want you to let go of, all that stuck energy, I feel like it's hard for you to move on because you feel like you have an emotional attachment to something. But if something isn't evolving for you, if we're not able to close one door, even if it gets difficult, and continue to move forward and elevate, it's like we're going to have to make a decision to really focus on ourselves, and that's going to draw our emotions out and away from this. Because right now, everything else we've been focused on in regards to the situation has just been wasting our time and money. We really need to focus on our goals, spend more time building yourself, a friendship or a friendship from the past or a relationship that you're in. I think you kind of need to have time to yourself and, you know, with friends and have peace so that when you come together in your relationships here, you know exactly what you're not getting, where you're not being recognized or valued at. And I feel like it causes worry in the other person because they do want to be around you and they feel like you're looking at this situation like it's going to be a failure, but you just don't want any drama. And I feel like in doing that, you're going to speak your truth to kind of control the situation, but actually, it delays things for you and it stops this person attraction and drive and communication here with you because they feel attacked. So you kind of do have to let this go and just see if things are going to work out. You could think that someone is a cheater or that you might end up hurt again because someone doesn't really know what they want, so they'll go and start working with someone else. You just kind of have to let this journey be what it is. Let it go and focus on self. That way you don't have to worry about getting too over attached in a situation. And you can't accuse someone before it actually takes place, you know? Be mindful of judgment from others about your goals and things that you're hoping for. No more trouble. See a life Mary in my life. How are those resonating, guys? I like that one. I thought that one was a good one. Let me know if they resonate. It's okay if they don't resonate, but you know, just talk to me. I want to feel like we're going somewhere. Don't make it fit. I need water, but I didn't put one in the freezer. King. Right. I need you to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. You are in a live session right now. I'm joking. We have recovery here. Yeah, recovery. Don't stop. Make sure you continue to heal. What other messages do we have for the collective? Appreciate all 16 of you guys in here. Oh, gosh. Work is such a pain. Helpful people. It says to choose a new direction. Now, you are in a space where you're kind of recovering from things that you've gone through in life. Your soul is healing. You know, your emotions are healing from old wounds. Good. Hallelujah. What are you doing when you're getting off? Eating? You know, make you dinner or something? Every time I think about you, I think about those crab legs y'all got over there in Baltimore. I think it's seafood. Recovery. I feel like it's just getting over things in life. It's been a lot of obstacles, things that you felt like you had a good heart, but maybe you were not getting dealt the right hand that you felt you deserved. People didn't really understand you and where you were coming from, and it was impossible to kind of defend yourself off from it. So it really made you kind of close up and really go in and focus in on yourself and decide where it is you want to be, the time that you've invested, trying to work out certain relationships or friendships, even with family, you know, and you feel like no one has ever genuinely liked you or really given you a chance. And when you stand up for yourself, it's almost like you come off as abrasive, and they want to say that you're the one who's not opening up to them, and it's just a toxic and vicious cycle. So I think you're really focusing on just being open to what's coming towards you, not knowing everything. You know, maybe we just have a misunderstanding, and you're just trying to build your own self-confidence and find balance and not really, you know, worry about them. So I think you are, there are times when you really should have spoken or really should have been a part of situations a little bit more. Like if they extended out an invitation, there were times where you could have taken that opportunity and been friendly. But I felt like you were really overthinking the situation and decided that you were going to wait until someone came to you. And I think that maybe when they came to you, you just weren't open. You made an excuse as to why you couldn't get there, as to why you couldn't show up, you know, and they knew that you were lying. They felt like, you know what, you could have made it happen if you wanted to, but you're trying to use your way to make a stance like I don't want to be around you all because it's a toxic environment. So I'm just gonna stay away and make up an excuse to why I can't come. But they felt like that was really a chance for you to come and be around everyone, yes, and socialize and put the drama away. But yet you didn't see that as an opportunity for you to optimize on, to kind of clear the air and create balance. Aw. Where are you and your mom going? If you don't mind me asking. I'm just being nosy. It says choose a new direction. What direction needs to be chosen? What is this referring to? Yeah, I feel like you're getting a little bit upset now anyway with how things are going. You are ready to kind of move on because things are pissing you off because you know that it shouldn't, that things are not right, that maybe you don't know everything, but things are not taking place the way that they should. And there's a little hint of disrespect and anger that I feel is coming up in you. And in your mind, you know that it's time to move on from this situation here. I think you really want stability. You want a brand new opportunity and you're ready. You're stressed out and it's difficult for you to sleep and or focus. And you feel like all the work that you're putting in is just going down the drain. So you definitely are ready for a new beginning. There's no way to repair where it is that you are at. It's just like this is over. I've made the decision. It's time to leave. I don't care who this hurt, who it doesn't hurt. I need to go. I need to move on. This is not the ideal situation. You know, it worked out for a little bit, but really caused more stress than anything. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to choose something new, a brand new, fresh beginning. I mean, what's happening? So, whatever this new direction is, I think Spirit is saying yes, do it. But at this point, I feel like you've already made this decision yourself. I'm doing something else. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was being nosy. But whatever this is, this choosing a new direction, I feel like you've already done it. You said, wiping my hands of this, I'm done. I'm through. I did it while I needed to. It's been a lot of pain. I'm done with it. There's no way I can continue on. I'm just going to jump off this cliff and see where I fall. And hopefully, I find in a journey that leads me closer to where it is I want to be. I mean, there's just been tons of situations that have happened where someone have just kind of put boundaries that really kind of depress you a little bit, and things just never seem to flow. It was one issue after another, and I think you just wish to be very free of this situation. So we are choosing a brand new direction and path. Um, this could be relocation. This could be a job. This could even be a relationship. Like, you know what? I tried it, been there, done that. I can't do this. Take it where it resonates. There's helpful people around you here. There is something better, so don't think that you're stuck where you are. Just things take time to heal. So if you've gone through something in life that's been kind of detrimental and just kind of changed the direction of where your life was going, things take time to recover from energetically. And as they heal and as they recover, new things will come into your life. Let's see. If you guys like those, let's take a break from that. Let's not beat a dead horse. We're going to do in the shadows. I wonder if my child is asleep. She has my charger. And I'm going to need it. Yeah, I have actually. I think I have. I think I told myself I was going to quit multiple amounts of time, but then didn't. You know, I just kept doing it. Like, you know, I'm about to be done. Shut up, King. I feel like that was an insult. Like I'm done. I'm done doing this. This is dead. Record scratched. Well, it started off pretty big, but then it gets kind of skinny because when it's skinny, you can swing it faster and it can hit a little harder. You got to try to make a fetch. You got to start to sting a little bit, you know? If you're ever going to get any movement out of it, it's got to sting. Like a switch, you know? Not the mind, not the body. My hands are the moves to my soul. Please allow me to be the channel. Open me up to the energy of the collective. Of the collective. Person on their mind. Person or situation on their mind. What is the messages? What is the message in the shadows that they need to know from this situation and their individual? Your body language says so much. Body language says so much. Let's get one more. Lee, are you still here? I scared myself that day. I know more than you think. Let's do one more. I know more than you think. I want to tell you so many things. I lied to you, bottom of the deck. Let's see what we got here, guys. Let me turn this off. It keeps drying my contacts out. Then I get a little chilly. Okay, it says, your body language says so much, and I scared myself that day. What is it that they're feeling here? In their body language. Alright, we must have left. Your body language says so much. Sagittarian energy. Somebody knows that it's not the right time based off how you take them. Fire sign and feminine fire sign energy and a Sagittarius here. Um, we have that somebody can tell by how you look at them, they know it's not the right time to come towards you. Almost like there's some kind of hate that you have towards them here. Temperance in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like, I can't work with you because I think you're going to go by the book here. And I think you kind of judge how I go about things. You're depressed. So you put boundaries in place here to protect yourself. And there really is no kind of working with them. They feel like you put something in place so you wouldn't have to work with them. So you could have all control. You can set the boundaries here because you're hurt, because you've been sad, and because you don't trust them, because you're scorned by them and you're upset with them. When they say they scared themselves that day, that's why they kind of let everything kind of fall. They're ready to put down the burdens here. They wanted to focus on a new opportunity. At the end of the day, they know that they love you. They feel that they have a very strong connection here with you, and this was definitely a failure for you, or something where you felt like you didn't get the attention that you wanted. You didn't want this kind of attention, and they want to recover with you here, but because you felt your ego was hurt, that's why they couldn't open the door, Leah. They feel like you're going to offer their support, and they're not really being too emotional with you here. So when they come in to want to recover, even though their hopes is to be with you, they don't know how to show those emotions. They just want to work it out and then and get rid of the stress amongst it, so they can, be confident in where you all stand. Yes, Leah. Okay. It says, I know more than you think. What's this energy? I know more than you think. I know more than you think. They have let in a new opportunity. They feel like they're not offering to you because maybe you're getting um, money elsewhere, or someone else is giving to you here. They know that you're very abundant and that you're going to find a way no matter what. They do feel like they have an unhealthy attachment to you here, Capricorn energy, but that they're unable to reach out to you. They're unable to be genuine with you. They seek to control almost. They control you by money. So there's only so much that they give you here, just enough for you to be able to maintain a little bit. And I feel like you judge them and you feel like they are a snake here. They waste their money. They're materialistic here. They like to blow money quickly, but really they stress out about you here, and they understand why you feel the way you feel about them, but then they don't know if they should let you know that they're really stressed about you. I think there's some words that you can say that could really hurt their feelings. And then it says, I want to tell you so many things. They don't feel like the cycle is over. They feel like even though you all are not committed to each other or working together with each other now, that at some point you guys are going to have to come back to this and let the drama go and kind of revisit it. That there's obstacles in the way right now. There could even be distance in the way, right now. But even despite the distance, they still keep an eye on you to see where you're going. And whether you are in life, they try to explore what options they have, is like where you all can mesh or come together at. They've already made the decision that they do want to move back into your life, maybe offer you something here. They're tired of waiting because they really are disappointed, you know. But they realize that they could have come in and taken this opportunity a long time ago and possibly already had you back by now, but they just waited and they were careless with it. And what they actually did was make it just kind of be a more stuck situation longer when you all could have already closed that chapter and started something new. What? And they feel like they kept you waiting so long. I actually need my charger. What percentage yours on? Like 11. Okay, I'm gonna need it here in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Yes, because I'm on like 17%. Close the door. Oh my god, you're so draggy. I'll call you when I'm ready for it. You're gonna write me a note. Can I have your battery pack? Like, why can't you just plug it up in the outlet? So that's one portion of the reading. I hope that was good for you guys. I hope it resonated with you. I hope you got a message from it. If not, and it picks up for you later, let me know, comment or something. The child is a trip, all the way a trip, okay? I believe she said she went to bed at 7 o'clock this morning and woke up at 4 p.m., but there's no way. She was up all morning. And I went to the store like 1 or 2 and she was up. So there's no way. So I'm hoping that pretty soon here she crashes super hard. Because she may have had little naps here and there, but I think she's been up. I fed her good. We had steak and shrimp and broccoli tonight for dinner. So I'm hoping that, you know, she'd be nice and full and content. And she just falling off to sleep. I even stopped and got her a little brisk tea that she likes. Hope she drinks that on down to settle her stomach. Goes on to sleep. That's what she said. When I woke up, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. And she was like awake, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Hey, Mom. I'm like, don't you want to go to sleep? Why are you up? It's Saturday. I don't have bedtime on the weekend. Oh, that's about to change. That's about to change. So I'm hoping she just sleeps super good tonight. And that way she'll get on her schedule tomorrow, which is Sunday. I was knocked out. I slept so hard last night. For whatever reason, I had crazy dreams, but I guess I needed it. All right, what else do I want to do? That was fun, right, guys? Did any of those readings resonate with anyone? Okay, I'm ready to do some pulls on what's going on with RU. Okay, cool. I hope. Let's see what's going to happen. R is the U. You guys know who. RU. P is associated with the R. And I might just say leader for the U because I don't know their names. But yeah. Let me pull out my other deck here. I wonder if my other one. I just want to do like an update. Okay. I just want to do like an update because with what I said, with how things were going, I think I said also that they would meet together, call for another meeting, and that it would be accepted, but it would maybe go kind of wrong, or maybe somebody wouldn't really have any sympathy. And there was cause in the midst of everything going on. There was cause to R again to speak, and P did say that he would do it. He would send one of their representatives to meet with them, but there's more shed going on in the S and in the F. Maybe I can say it's Sweden and Finland. If they are to join another organization, P from R has stated they're going to, go after them. So we're just going to get an update. And yeah. Yeah, for real. My sister sent me it explained, and they were talking like he didn't understand her, so he was sitting outside her house, and her friends told him like, "Hey, he's sitting outside your house," and she's like, "No, he just trying to scare us. And he just want to show y'all or something like that. I don't know. He's just trying to scare y'all." But then he came back and got her, and the friends were scared, and now they won't jump in and help her or something like that. It was a whole little situation. I kind of understood. But yeah, if S and F join another organization, they're talking about, lashing out at them. So I just want to know, like, how does our great P, how does B over here in the U over here, um, how does he feel about that? How does our leader in the States feel about what was spoken against S and F? Oh my gosh, go, Leah! Out. Get up. Leah! I don't want to move. Get him out of here. Go. Grab him by his tail, Leah.
No, who tried to bite me?
Close the door back. Ollie. Close the door. Don't. That's not Ollie. That's Lucky. Take her in your room and she'll come out. I don't want them around each other. All right, leave her alone. No. Just go. That's good. I will put you in the fire. Girl, close the door. You won't do that. In the fire. Close the door. They use. Go, Leah. So, Aaliyah. So where we are at this point, it's like we'll just send more money. I don't know why we're thinking that money is the answer, but B feels like that's what we'll do. We'll send more money. They're keeping an eye on it, but they're really trying not to get involved here. They see that a lot of things are breaking apart, and that money may not help. They do have a strong relationship with them, but the stance that they're taking on, some people are challenging it, and they're kind of giving up because he's being very stern. And stop it, because he's being very, very stern and saying, we're sorry with what's happening, but we cannot intervene, um, just because of certain, regulations, how it's being run. But they are trying to uplift them and encourage them, but they are very worried about the turnabout because they're not going to be able to give a whole lot of money for much longer, and that's known about. Like that, that's already been out in the open. That there's not going to be a whole lot we can give you, but we'll definitely try to help you rebuild. You may have to walk away from this. If you walk away from this, you have a home here. That's what I got, guys. You that's how B feels. Oh, it's right here. Let me see. Sorry, my contacts are like super dry. I don't feel like putting my drops on camera. Let's see. How does P feel? P is on Arsha set. I said Arsha. P is on the R side. I'm just singing music. Yeah. I mean, he's fine. P, sorry guys, P is fine. He feels like, you know what? I'm comfortable financially. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm making all these decisions. Like, he just knows that what it is they're trying to work out and how they're trying to like be lenient with him. He's like, know what? It's not going to work. You guys are at my mercy. He knows it's going to cause them a lot of grief, and they're going to have to move on and relocate somewhere else and cause pain. And that's what he hopes happens. Stop. Stop. Leave her alone. And that's what's going to have to happen. He's going to make it where they don't have much more to do. Now, I do think at some point he does worry, like if he's taking a big kind of financial risk here, but he's going to sit on that. He's not going to tell anybody that. That's his only hope. That's the only thing that takes love out of it, that makes him sad. Like, oh, I could really mess over all of this money right now, and I don't know if I'm making the right decisions or not. But people support me, people that I've known from the past. So maybe I'm just confusing myself. There's instability and injustice, and I need to go and make a way out of this here. But there will be issues with travel at some point here. I don't know what they're going to try to do if they're trying. I don't know if it's, I mean, I think they're kind of gone off the roads, but there's going to be some difficulty in travel here from our side. Let's see how the you side's leader feels, and the people, because I know I feel really bad for what they're going through. Like modern day life has now been turned upside down into like a you know what kind of zone. So let's see, how does the you leader feel? How is he feeling at this point? There are, I think, POWs. He's really saddened. I do see deaths. I see this just being the way their country, a point in their history that is just ugly. It depresses him. It really is a setback. A lot of confusion. Not really wanting to make a move, but there's already been so much that has been lost. A little bit hesitant, thinking that they may have to move on. Gonna try the best they can, but not sure if this is gonna be something that's gonna be resolved. Really just ready to lay down the burdens just to spare. He's not in the point where he wants to surrender just yet. He's still getting help. He's still getting financial help because it is tight. So he's hoping that he doesn't need any emotional support from anyone though. Like he's like, you know what? Once this is over and once we conquer, we don't need to be friends with anyone. You know, we're gonna diss everybody after this is over because they're upset with how it's being handled and how people are not assisting them here. He does want to be fair though, and get justice and be able to overcome this. But he's not trusting his instinct. It may be too much for him, and with denying that kind of help, and people not having a lot of money to give, and some areas even pulling back some of their support, they might be able. Stop it! Stop! Stop! They might not be able to handle it much longer. It's really going to be hard to rebuild too on their own. They know this is coming. They're hoping it doesn't show up, but it's something that's agitating them. It'll slow down here soon. There's not really much sleep being got. Tons of confusion. Let me see. Let me check. Is the leader of the U in the U? Are they in the U? Yeah, they're hard away at work. Has not been put into danger yet, but there has been talks where I think he has wanted to join, and maybe others have kind of said no. Stop it. And others have kind of said no, so there hasn't been a reach out. Does anyone know if they're out there? Is this a personal situation between P and the leader of the U? Is this something personal? I mean, it's always been a fight. There's always been something that they've wanted. He's always had his guard up and has been, hesitant not to let him get too close. They've gone through phases where it's good and they've been able to work together, but boundaries had to really be kept in place because the other side has always been sneaky, has always tried to get something out of them or tried to underhand them in some kind of way. So it's something that they didn't stress about. They never thought that they would suffer a loss like this because they didn't think that they gave enough to them or that they had enough money. Like, there's no way you weren't giving us money. You know, we were not coming to ask you for anything, and if we did, you would always say no. So because we don't have any business ties, there's no reason for you to really try to mess with us. We should just stay away. But they knew that this was a rift. They just thought that they were going to be that maybe it would happen sometime down the way where they'd be more stable. Not now. And it's like in order to fix it now, they'd have to pretty much like apologize and kiss their ass to avoid more of a tower situation. But even when they're trying to do that, it's being ignored. They're very happy with how things are taking off. R is very happy with how things are right now and what's going on, and it's ignoring any messages or phone calls to really talk and smooth things out, even if they try to listen. Let's see if there'll be any other areas, any other countries that will be targeted. And let me know if you all have any questions too. Appreciate all 21 of you that have stopped through. They've always had to make sure that things have gone by the book with R because they've always tried to be underhanded or be sneaky in some kind of way. Will there be any other countries targeted by R? Will R target any other countries directly? There will be consistent threats. If any moves kind of take place that he doesn't like, it'll be up to him whether he wants to do something about it or not here. He's hoping he doesn't have to. I don't think it's in the plans right now, but it is being thought out if they need to. Really trying to be smart and wise about this. Will it happen in the future? In the future, there will be. He's being very hush and quiet about that, though. So even with S and F, it's almost like saying, okay, we know that he's going to do that, but that will be one of the areas that he would want to take. Yes, I'm still on. That would be one of the areas that he would want to take. But I think there are others too. They are losing a lot here financially, so they're unsure if they're going to be able to follow through on all those plans too at the same time. But it definitely is something that they want, something that they want to have financial stability with. And they're stressing out about it because even though they have the means to now, they want it to be more comfortable. So they're hoping they don't have to fight too much. I am still on Jill. They really did. Like, some people think like, oh, they're just trying to be in the history books. I don't think that's it at all. I think that that's just how they operate, and they wanted that territory. And the way they make it seem like it, like, and kind of like what I picked up on in the reading the other day is they're not really doing that good financially. I don't really care how much he's worth. They're not doing that good financially. And this is as a means to get more land for them, to build more things for them, to really set their country up for the long haul, to make them more stable. How is R's finances being affected now because of all this? How are their finances being affected now? They're fighting right now, so really not too much. They knew that they were prepared for this. It is causing certain kind of issues though amongst them here. The fighting. Um, the R side, you know, soldiers, they don't want to continue. They want to stop. They don't want to. They're really confused about what the purpose is now, and it's just not turning out the way that they want it to. I think they're being impacted by what they're seeing. I think when they try to have these conversations with other people, it's just like a letdown. Like, it's like, yeah, let's stand up, let's stop this, but they really can't. This isn't really what they want to do. Under order. The P word doesn't know if this is the best thing either, but they know that they won. They know that it's really the emotional side of it that's plaguing on the people that is what's helping him win at this point. Not even the fighting. Yes, there's terrible things that are happening, but it's what it's doing. The shock of it is what's going to help them win. And he knew this all along, that it would be that would benefit him the most here. You know, he feels like this could have been avoided. They could have avoided. Stop it, guys. Sorry, y'all. Absolutely not. They cannot. They have to always, they have to keep the peace and the happiness. They got to move when they say move, and they have to do their job. There's no time for emotions here. It's time to be on guard. Even though they don't trust what's happening at this point, they have to move forward. It's already began. They're highly worried though, but they don't have any trust. When people are coming in trying to reassure them, tell them they're doing a good job or whatnot, they don't really trust it like that. Stop. Get up. I'm going to throw something. Move. Sorry, guys. I have to go save my girl. Sorry. You better leave her alone. Stop. No. Sorry, guys. Yes, and one of them got in here, and how I had to set this up, I can't really easily get to my door right now. So he was messing with me. So I had to go get her. Let me tell my daughter to bring my charger in here. Okay. But they are getting kind of tired. They would like to stop. That's what I'm getting. Bye. Have a good night. Hey, Lee. You're back. I missed a whole bunch of comments. I'm sorry. I'm still on. Thank you. Be careful. Here. Take out one of these cats. There, one of them's hopping out. Leave them separate.
That should charge fast because like mine just went up to 30%.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not gonna be too much longer.
Yeah, Brady.
Close the door.
Brady.
Oh no, it's not too late. I just thought you had left because I was talking to you 1 hour asking if you were still in here. And I was like, oh no, Lee left. So when you commented, I was like, oh no, Lee's back. But yeah, it's still time. Good night. So yeah, we were just pulling on what was going on with the U and the R. This could last a little while. There could be imprisonments. This could last a little while. They may lose a lot. It will last. Possibly a month, but they would have to reach an agreement that is fair, that could last for the next 10 years, if not longer. So there may be some kind of ownership that is gained or some kind of partnership. People will not like that somebody was able to come in and control this way, and they will use it to their benefit. It'll stress them out, but it was the only way. They still don't get what they want in the situation, but they do have to. They can't lash out. Stop. Even though they think it's wrong, they cannot lash out. Many will leave and walk away unhappy, feeling the loss, and they will ultimately have the gain. But yeah, when it comes down to this, what I'm seeing is that it's not even so much the force, it's the stress that it's causing to everyone that's going to help them win and get what it is that they want, and bring people like to their knees to be at their mercy because of what's happening. But people will leave you no matter what. and find another place to be. Yeah, it's a little bit longer I'll be on. I am doing readings tonight. Readings are $10. If you want a yes or no question or like an oracle card, those are based off of a donation. And Cash App is TAK317 and PayPal is at the Aries knowing. I'm sorry, guys. My cat's in heat. So the boys really want to be near her, and I'm not allowing it to happen. So they'll wail outside the door or yearn for her, and they're just gonna have to get over it. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Haps, if you're not watching me from Haps. Yes, I'm gonna try to in the evening time. Probably like around now. I think I got on tonight at like 9 or 8:30. So probably around the same time, 9 o'clock. The Aries knowing everywhere. On Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all that. So this is the last call for reads. Any private readings that you all would like to do, please inbox me or call or text me at 810-206-6046. Um, yeah, we do phone readings. If you're in the Michigan area, Oakland County, Genesee County area, I do offer in-person readings. Just hit me up, message me. You can also do them by phone. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Great. I'm glad you like them. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's see. Yes, it is. Today is the last day for love readings. Not really love readings. It's just any reading in particular. I am. $30 for 30 minutes. Today is the last day for that. Oh, yay. Me too. That's exactly where I'm at. And I read out in Pontiac at Crystal Treasures on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And if there's any local fairs or psychic fairs, I'll do those probably more so when it gets warmer outside. I'll be in those. That's the energy. Ooh. Let's see what messages we have. Yeah. Wherever you find me at, my information should be there. Message for the collective, like the energy we're going to see going forward into tomorrow, Sunday. You might feel kind of unique tomorrow. Your gifts might really start to stand out towards you. What it is that like makes you special. Really learning to kind of accept yourself, though, for who you are, I'm feeling here. Yeah, accept yourself for who you are, learning to love yourself. And as you do that and as you realize what's special about you, your life starts to change in the best way. Stop. Your life starts to change because it's based off of your design. You may also start to make a little bit more goals, like where you want to be in the next year, 5 years, 6 months, what you're trying to do in the next couple weeks. It's like you want to be on a plan so you can get moving, going on, so you can get moving in your life. Here, there are still some things that present to be kind of difficult for you, but I do feel like you're getting towards the end of it. Brighter days are coming here. Your future, you are planning for your future and trying to protect your life and what it is you're doing right now so you can have a better future here. I do feel like your expectations are changing though, but you're genuinely starting to be yourself in a safe way. When you're at home, when you're protected, and then when you get out around adversity, you're able to stand a little bit stronger, louder, you know, beautiful no matter what the situation is. And it's so chaotic there, but there are still things to be beautiful about. And I think you're getting to know your heart a little bit more, who you are, being kind, leaving the past. Let's see, what's the energy surrounding next week? Monday through Friday of next week. I believe March 1st is Monday. So through the 5th, possibly even through the 7th. Next week, March 1st to March 7th, 2022. What is the energy they can expect for the time frame? Yeah, you're protected for the most part. Probably spending a lot of time in isolation. Be careful. Don't let anybody try to trick you into something here this week. Try to put fear in you here. Make sure that you clear your energy daily, especially when you're around toxic people like that. You don't want that to stay on your energy body. So you want to make sure that you're constantly cleansing and releasing your energy every single day. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, so you can start off fresh and you can be protected. Now, it will make sure that it will make it where things around you aren't really popping or super crazy, but it gives you time to figure out yourself and how you're able to connect with spirit, especially when you spend that time to meditate to clear your energy. You realize how big your heart is, the things that you have care and concern for, even being sympathetic towards yourself and what you've been through. But you start to feel validated within self, knowing that people who come against you here, yeah, you may make it a little bit daunting, but I'm still going to move past you here. You find that will and that determination this week here. There are still a bunch of different little boxes that everyone's trying to place things in. And I think that makes it kind of slow, but you're going to have to find a way to save yourself and avoid the chaos. It's about what it is you want. As long as you stay focused and you know exactly what it is you want, all these little miscellaneous things don't matter. What didn't work for someone else, they're just trying to bring confusion. But if you know who you are, it's going to manifest for you anyway. So those are the energies you'll be dealing with and what it is you'll have to overcome. But really, it's just about knowing yourself, knowing what it is that you want, and not allowing anyone to box you in. Like, yep, looks like it's going to be a tough time. All different kind of laws or policies, too many different people, this person's really good, it's a competitive environment, etc., etc. But what is it I want? And I know I want this. I don't know if I want this. I got to do X, Y, and Z. And then following your plan and making sure that you get there no matter what, and protecting yourself from the drama, from other people's words, from other people coming in trying to steal ideas from you or take from you here. And the best way you can do that is by listening to your gut. I don't care if it makes sense. I don't care if you think you're crazy. Just follow it a couple times and see how well you protect yourself here. Again, clear your energy daily here. People could be sending energies towards you here, trying to hold you back here. False promises, false truth, lies here. Knowing that you have a soft heart. So it's easy to play on your emotions here. So you always have to be wise, especially with this light that you have around you. You attract a lot of dark energies towards you here, wanting to reap the benefits, and a lot of them come in and they like to cause confusion, and that's the best way to kind of hold you back. So you got to be mindful of people who come around who just kind of want to discourage you and suck the life out of you because that's how they view things. Like, no, 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 don't think too big. You're not gonna get that. I didn't get that. At best I got this, And, you're not going to do better than me. Even though they know you have every potential to. So that's why they have to try to discourage you, to stop you, because it'll be embarrassing to them. If you get something that they could have had, like, why is this person any better than me? Like, who do you think you are? So they don't wish you well in that sense. People are trying to get in your way. Lasting message for the night. Yes, find balance. There's a lot of complicated things going on here, but it's about the direction you choose to take and go where you can have balance with what makes sense, with what is realistic, and allows your life and allows you to still be protected, so you can still grow, so you can still be pure. It doesn't taint you at all. It keeps your mind clear. You're able to find a way where you can work with certain energies. So it doesn't matter what all is going on. It's about the direction you take. And the best way to look at that is, where does this present balance for me? What works best for me? I love pulling on the things going on in the world. I like pulling on like old situations or celebrities. I like pulling on like realistic TV shows, just because I can see deeper into what's going on. And oftentimes I can see confirmations a little bit quicker. And even if I can't, it's just like I know it. I know it happened. Those are the ones I feel like I dive in a little bit better at. I love looking into like history and mysteries and all that stuff. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna hop off. My battery is dead. It's not dead. It's on 7%. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it charge up a bit, and then I'm gonna get back on a little bit later if you guys would like. If you all are still up. If not, I have readings planned, so you all can watch it tomorrow if you want to catch it. But I kind of want to keep going a little bit. So yeah, if you guys are up a little bit later, maybe in about an hour or so, you will see me again. If not, you can join me tomorrow. I'll get on about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock again, and we'll do a live. I hope y'all enjoyed the energy, though. Again, it's the ariesknowing.com. Okay, cool. Cool. I'll be here. It's the Aries Knowing for everything: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Be sure that you like, subscribe, comment, chit chat with me. Let me know you're here and where you came from and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in about an hour or so. Y'all have a good night.